Good afternoon, Willimantic. Chris Beaudry here for yet another episode of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry on 95.3 FM WILI, good company, 1400 AM. I got my team here, and they are fantastic. Say hello to J. Matt Rupar and Anthony. Anthony, what's your last name again?
Conti
from Eastern Connecticut State University. He's been
sir.
crushing it behind the board here, and we're so thankful to have such talented interns from Eastern. So shout out to you over there. And boy, oh boy, we have one sole focus of today's show, and it is the upcoming spectacular, momentous, monumental, exciting, extravagant, over the top. You want to be there. It's a big party. The whole community is invited. It is the Winter Blues Fest 2026. And, of course, it is a critical fundraiser for the Willimantic Third Thursday Street Festival, so we're able to provide free music and entertainment throughout the season. The 2026 season resumes this May 2026. What did I just say, 2023? Man, where did that come from? I'm all over the place, and I'm sure many of you are out there because this winter does not want to leave us. Boy, oh boy. If you're driving anywhere right now, the roads are very slick, so please be very careful. There's hail coming down. There was a little bit of snow before. Anyway, I digress. It's going to be good weather this Friday or so, I believe. There might be a little precipitation, but we're looking good for the Winter Blues Fest 2026, which is going to be held this year at the Willimantic Elks Club, which is lodge number 1311 at 198 Pleasant Street. The music begins at 7 p.m. and the doors open at 6 p.m. And again, pardon me today, as you may hear over the air, I have a little bit of a cold, my second head cold of the year. The winter just keeps throwing punches, and I keep taking them. But I'm so looking forward to this Friday, as it's going to make for sunny skies and greener pastures. And it's kind of the event that welcomes or ushers in the spring season here in town. And I'm looking at the weather right now, folks. It looks like it's going to be a little chilly, but we're used to that already. I mean, relatively, it's going to feel tropical at 38 degrees on Friday the 6th. And we're surrounded by some warmer days. Look at next week, you guys. Monday the 9th, Tuesday the 10th, and the 11th on Wednesday. It's going to be 60s across the board. And, geez, it barely breaks 40 degrees at night, so hopefully we get a little snow melt going on those days. But you're not going to need it in the atmosphere or in the weather because you're going to be so heated and pumped up from Friday's festivities at the Elks Club. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on. I may feel like giving out another pair of tickets, although we're quickly approaching our max capacity. We have 250 tickets to sell, and amongst giveaways and ticket purchases, we're about two-thirds of the way there. So act now. I have a feeling that door ticket sales are going to be few and far between. We probably will have a few at the door at this pace, but I would highly advise pre-sales. And you have two options to get these tickets, folks. You can go online at riverroomwillie.com, and River Room Willie is spelled WILLI.com, as in the city of Willimantic. Or if you prefer in-person physical tickets, maybe you're one of those people that collects, although you could print out your Eventbrite ticket. They also have some 2026 Winter Blues Fest tickets at the Willimantic Food Co-op for you to purchase as well. So thanks. Big shout out to the team over there for helping us out with our ticket sales. I want to jump right in the music because the music is the central focus of this event. It's so exciting. Last year we had, if people attended last year at the French Club, we had the Kingpins opening up, and we had Ed Cherry and the Big Blue Thang, and it was just a big dance party, a lot of great blues. But this year we have Otis and the Hurricanes are going to be opening up the night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then we have the Brant Taylor Band. If you've been to Mohegan Sun at the Wolf Den, you've seen Brant and his band. They're one of the most versatile bands in terms of style and genre. They can easily go in and out of R&B, blues, pop music, but they're going to be very blues heavy as it is the Winter Blues Fest. And I want to start with a song by the Brant Taylor Band. It's a quick little number, about 3 minutes long. This is Hey Pocky Walkie by the Brant Taylor Band, performed live. This is a song by the Neville Brothers coming out of New Orleans. So there's a big New Orleans theme for this year's Winter Blues Fest, as Otis and the Hurricanes are kind of a Zydeco band. But please enjoy Hey Pocky Walkie by the Brant Taylor Band.
you say, hey, 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 like the way. Hey, like the way. Lady ruler, set your soul on fire. Come on, fire.
Well, that was a little bit of Hey Pocky Walkie by the Brant Taylor Band. Of course, the song composed by the Neville Brothers, a New Orleans staple musical family, kind of like the Marsalises, Wynton and his family there. And they're going to be bringing that heat, bringing that New Orleans heat, that funk, that Zydeco, that down south blues feel. You can move your body. It's going to be a great event, and it's going to warm you up, and you're going to start thinking about the Street Fest and all of the wonderful music we do there, and warmer months ahead. I know, at least that's my mindset when I'm taking it here. 3 days away from the Winter Blues Fest, folks. And in true festival format, we're making this a multi-day event this year. In years past, they did do 2 nights of Blues Fest main event kind of thing at the French Club, but this year we're doing a 3-night endeavor. The first night we're calling the main event. That's taking place at the Willimantic Elks Club and has the 2 bands that we've mentioned so far. We just heard the Brant Taylor Band. They're going to be the closer, and Otis and the Hurricanes are the opener. Night 2, ladies and gentlemen, will be at the River Room on Saturday, March 7th, and that show is unfortunately sold out, but if you were looking for tickets for that, it's just a testament to how you got to act quick with these shows at the River Room. The Paul Gabriel Blues Band will be there on Saturday the 7th, and that show is sold out, but we do have a third event, a part of the Winter Blues Fest. And I should say the Winter Blues Fest this year is graciously co-sponsored by the Connecticut Blues Society. They are our co-presenting partner, and they're going to be tabling at a few of these events, doing kind of a makeshift membership drive, because the organization is such a wonderful organization. We're lucky to have them in the state of Connecticut, and we're even luckier to call one of their newest board members, Miss Patty Tuitt, our hometown local hero here, representing the blues in eastern Connecticut, northeastern Connecticut. So shout out to the Connecticut Blues Society and their generous co-sponsorship of this year's Winter Blues Fest. We're going to be opening up the stage on Tuesday, March 10th at the River Room. We have a blues-themed open mic and jam session. It's going to be from 7 o'clock at night to 10 o'clock. Doors and sign-ups open at 6:30. Now, unlike open mics past at the River Room, this is going to be a little bit different of a format. We're going to have an opening band, and that's going to be local blues band The Kingpins are going to be opening the night at the River Room on Tuesday, March 10th. They're going to be doing like a 20 or 30-minute set out front, and then we're going to open the floors, and there's going to be 2 modes of operation. You could participate in the blues jam session / open mic. You could sign up to sit in with the band. We're going to do the first half of the open mic will be open with the band, and then the second half will be individual, duo, acoustic. If you have your own band and we can get them on stage quickly and efficiently, we would welcome that as well. But it will be a kind of a true open mic where the mic will be there open, but if you have, more of a blues-themed act, bring it on Tuesday, March 10th to the River Room. It could be blues-related poetry. It could be a blues-related story. Maybe you're a historian and you want to talk a little bit about the origins of the blues. We're all for it. It's an open mic, but it is a blues-themed open mic and jam session. And again, that's Tuesday, March 10th at the River Room Performing Arts Center here, or Performing Arts Venue, on Riverside Drive, 50 Riverside Drive in Willimantic, Connecticut. You can learn more on our Facebook page. That's River Room Willimantic on Facebook, and we have an event there for Tuesday, March 10th, open mic, blues open mic, and jam session, opened by the Kingpins. So 3 days of Winter Blues Fest this year, folks. We're so excited to welcome these great bands. I want to say a little bit of the details that you can expect on Friday. So again, doors open at 6. The main event starts at 7 p.m. at the Willimantic Elks Lodge, 1311 at 198 Pleasant Street. Tickets again available for the main event Winter Blues 2026 at either the Willimantic Food Co-op in person if you prefer a physical ticket in your hand, or you can get them online at riverroomwillie.com. So I want to do a little bit from Otis and the Hurricanes. They are our opening band, and they have been graciously provided by a local booking agency. I want to give a shout out to the Blue Highway Agency. That would be Mr. Peter Rost, who has been very involved with the Street Festival, Wilmington's Third Thursday Street Fest, but also Winter Blues Fest in years past. I believe he was the talent coordinator, talent buyer for years past, but he's been a major help in helping us get some really great blues acts for this year. So I want to play a little excerpt from Otis and the Hurricanes. This is Alligator Soufflé.
It was a hot, steamy night when I got the recipe. You know, a pretty Cajun queen laid it out for me. She said, now listen, son, you've only got to take one bite. That's all. It's gonna set you up straight and make you feel alright. 'Cause anytime you need to chase the blues away, just whip on up a batch of my alligator soufflé. Alligator soufflé. Now if I take a bit of time to track down everything you're gonna need, you got to find a catfish bone and a pinch of gree-gree, and of course an alligator. And then you stir it all up in a big old pot. That's right. And then you got to bake it on low until it gets real hot. 'Cause anytime you're having just a terrible day, whip 'em up a batch of my alligator soufflé. Alligator soufflé. Yeah, well now I told you everything you need to know. And if you want to try a taste, see me after the show. Because there ain't no doubt about how it can make you feel. Nobody doubt it, no way. You're gonna be the main top dog and you're the real big wheel. But anytime you need to taste the blues away, just whip on up a batch of my alligator soufflé. 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 Alligator soufflé.
All right, and that was Alligator Soufflé by Otis and the Hurricanes. Again, bringing the heat to the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest this Friday, March 6th at the Willimantic Elks Club, 198 Pleasant Street. Tickets at riverroomwillie.com and also in person at the Willimantic Food Co-op on Valley Street. And we want to give away a pair of tickets. This will be the final pair of tickets given away for the Winter Blues Fest. We gave away a pair on Wayne Norman this Monday. We gave away a pair on the Sugar Shack with Jim Turner on WHUS last week. And we gave away a pair somewhere else, Matt. I don't even know where. We've just been giving away tickets tickets left and right. But we're going to give away to the fourth caller today, the fourth caller at 860-456-1400. Again, 860-456-1400 for 1400 WILI AM FM. And so fourth caller, but we will have a consolation prize for the callers 1 through 3. So, don't wait too much to give us a call. But the phones are open. We're going to go to a break shortly, but we're going to give you a chance now to call in at 860-456-1400. I think we have our first caller. Callers, we're going to take down your name and email address. And if your callers 1 through 3, we are going to give you a consolation prize. So even if you don't call number 4, we're going to give you something, to reward your efforts for giving us a call. So we're looking for the fourth caller at 860-456-1400. And we're going to go to a break in a few seconds here, but give us a call. We're looking for the fourth caller to win Winter Blues tickets 2026 at the Willimantic Elks Club Friday, March 6th. That's 3 days away, folks. We're 3 days out from the biggest winter music party in town here in Willimantic. So give us a call and win a pair of tickets. Fourth caller, 860-456-1400. A pair of tickets to the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest this Friday, March 6th, the Willimantic Elks Club, 198 Pleasant Street. Of course, the biggest winter music party of the year, ushering in the spring, and, of course, the 2026 season of Willimantic's Third Thursday Street Fest. We have 2 callers down. We're looking for the fourth caller at 860-456-1400 to win yourself a pair of tickets. And if you're the third caller by chance, we're still going to give you a consolation prize. So we've had 2 callers here, and we're looking to tie a ribbon on it and looking for fourth caller at 860-456-1400 for a pair of tickets to the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest this Friday, March 6th. We've listened to a couple songs from the featured performers, and boy, oh boy, are they going to be bringing the funk, bringing the heat, bringing the blues. We have a very New Orleans themed blues fest this year, musically at least. We're going to have Cash Bar by the Willimantic Elks. We're going to have dancing. We're going to have door prizes, raffles, silent auction, and many, many other surprises. I think we got caller number 3 here at WILI. So that means we are looking for one more caller after this caller. So get your phone ready because it's going to be a game about timing. So our intern from ECSU is on the phone taking the info from caller number 3. Congratulations, caller number 3. We're still going to send you a consolation prize that has to do with the main event this Friday at the Willimantic Elks Club. Again, tickets at riverroomwillie.com or in person at the Willimantic Food Co-op. And this is a critical fundraiser for Willimantic's Third Thursday Street Festival. Anybody that's attended a Third Thursday Street Fest knows that there's so much to do. And all of those things, the music and the entertainment, the kids' activities that are free to kids and families, they all take funding. We pay our contractors, we pay our musicians fair market rates, and for doing their art and their craft and their talents and their time. And all of that takes money. And the money that we raise from this Winter Blues Fest, all of the proceeds go to producing the entertainment and all of the things that go into producing the music and entertainment for the Third Thursday Street Festival 2026 season. We're so excited for it. There's so many great things coming this year, new, improved. You're going to see a lot of upgrades this year at the Street Fest. We've got some new partner organizations with us, and we're going to be producing again a wonderful season of Street Fest. We're looking for caller number 4. Now is your chance. The phone lines are open. We have been through 3 callers, and I think we have a winner. So Anthony, our intern from ECSU, is going to take down our winner's information. It looks like we had a Yahoo on the other side of the line, so congratulations. I love the excitement. And you should be excited, folks, because this is a party with 250 of your closest friends at the Willimantic Elks Club. It's a great, newly renovated space. I think they put around $250,000, more than that, $300,000, I heard, in renovations into that space. Their ballroom downstairs at the Willimantic Elks Lodge. We love our Willimantic Elks. They do so much great for the community, so we're happy to host the event there. And again, there's going to be dancing, raffles, door prizes, of course, great music, loads of your friends. We're getting all the decorations ready. We got our stage sign ready to go. We got our bands lined up, ready to rock. We have Tony's Pizza is going to be present again, supplying the food. We're going to be using the pizza to raise a little extra dollars, so come hungry because Tony's will be representing. We love Angelo and his team over there, Daisy. Shout out to Tony's Pizza. So get ready for it's 3 days away. That's 72 hours from 6 p.m. when the doors open. So doors open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 7. Again, tickets at riverroomwillie.com or the Willimantic Food Co-op. Our event number 2, which is Saturday, March 7th, sold out. The Paul Gabriel Blues Band at the River Room. And then, of course, a third night of Willimantic Blues Festival, an official event happening at the River Room. It's an open mic and blues jam. And it is free with a suggested donation of $10 for attendees or spectators. If you're a musician and you perform the night and you sign up to perform, it's free entry. So it's going to be a great night of community musicians. Our open mics at the River Room have been so spectacular, with talent coming from far and wide, as far as Westerly, Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, Springfield, Massachusetts, Hartford, New London, you name it, Stonington. We've had musicians and artists from all over the state coming to share their talents and their gifts with us at the River Room, and we look to do the same, but with a blues theme this Tuesday, March 10th at the River Room, with the third event of the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest 2026, our jam and open mic led by the Kingpins Blues Band doing an open set. So it's going to be a fun weekend bleeding into the next week. So we will look forward to seeing you, and 250 of your closest friends raising money for the Willimantic Street Fest. I want to play a little more music. We're going to play another track by Otis and the Hurricanes, the opening band. We played this a couple weeks ago on the air, but I just love this song so much, and it gets me in the mood for that Zydeco blues, that New Orleans blues with that extra funky, they do the washboard, they got the saxophone, they got the full instrumentation of a New Orleans blues band, and they're here in Connecticut, and they are, I would say, an A-list band. They've toured with national acts. They have some really great professional music videos online. If you Google YouTube Otis and the Hurricanes, you can check out their full book of music videos that they have on YouTube. But we're going to go with this one. This is Down at the Rendezvous by Otis and the Hurricanes, the opening band for the 2026 Willimantic Winter Blues main event at the Elks this Friday, March 6th.
We can dance all day down at the rendezvous. We've been to Appaloosa, we've been to Dog Hill, stopped by the Hideaway too. Went to the Roadhouse, no one was there. What are we gonna do? Come on, everybody, won't you follow me down Highway 22? We can dance all night, we can dance all day down at the rendezvous. They got etouffee, they got crawfish too, they got barbecue ribs and beef. They got the cutest girls you've ever seen, north of New Orleans. Come on, everybody, won't you follow me down Highway 22? We can dance all night, we can dance all day down at the rendezvous. Let's go! They got etouffee, they got crawfish too, they got barbecue ribs and beans. They got the cutest girls you've ever seen, north of New Orleans. Come on, everybody, won't you follow me? I know just what to do. You can dance all night, you can dance all day down at the rendezvous. If you can dance all night, you can dance all day down at the rendezvous. If you can dance all night, you can dance all day. If you can dance all night, you can dance all day down at the rendezvous.
And that was Otis and the Hurricanes performing their song Down at the Rendezvous. That was written by C. Cross and C. Bishop. In 2025, they put that out. Recording and video by Paul Opalak. And you can view that video. It's really cool. They used a combination of live performance video, some scripted studio video, and then also it looks like AI almost to make this video. They set themselves in the bayou, and very appropriate because the song Down at the Rendezvous, a very New Orleans feeling, Zydeco blues song. This band will get you moving, and they are just the opening band for the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest main event this Friday, March 6th at the Willimantic Elks Lodge, 198 Pleasant Street. Tickets are available again at the Willimantic Food Co-op or riverroomwillie.com. So speaking of riverroomwillie.com, we have, this is going to be, I'm going to go off the beaten path of the Winter Blues messaging today and talk a little bit about some of the programming coming to the River Room. I have just announced some very, very exciting shows, all kinds of genres, different mediums mixed. We have fundraisers, we have documentary films, we have, of course, loads of great music, everything from jazz to R&B, soul, rock. We have blues, of course. We have Latin music. We have Brazilian music. We recently did a performance of Indian music. A gentleman who had just played for the Prime Minister of India the week before he came to Willimantic to play at the River Room. That's Amit Kandikar. He's a fantastic, world-renowned tablaist. Tabla, of course, being the Indian percussion drum instrument that's so common throughout Indian music. And they mix together Indian classical music, folk, and jazz for just one of the most unique sounds you've ever heard. They did this great rendition of the Beatles' Eleanor Rigby with Indian instruments. It was so very cool. And we love bringing programming such as that to the River Room. And we have some great show announcements. I'm going to just riddle off a few. So we have, of course, our Winter Blues-centric weekend this week. We have Saturday's show. The 7th is sold out, Paul Gabriel Blues Band. Then we have our open mic next Tuesday from 7 to 10, and Blues Jam Session, another event of the Winter Blues Fest. Then we go to Friday the 13th. Don't be spooked out. Still come on out and join us for Latin Dance Night. This is our, I think, third or fourth installment of a dance social night at the River Room. And this is going to be another Latin dance party from 7:30 until about 10 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30. And our in-house Latin dance instructor, I think we've done 5 or 6 6-week sessions already in our 1 year of the River Room, or less than a year so far. But Oswaldo Tirano will be there to share some brief dance instruction. This is going to be all ages, all abilities, a lot of fun. It's going to be refreshments complimentary, but we will have some goodies and treats there, and then BYOB if you'd like. This won't be our typical bar open show that we do during featured performances, but on Saturday we're back to it with another featured performance, which is Nick Biello and Amanda Roy. And I want to talk a little bit about this show because it's very near and dear to my heart, not only because Nick is a saxophonist, and I, being a saxophonist myself, am kind of fond of the saxophone players, but Nick is really, really one of the most prolific, just talented, gifted musicians on the scene today. He's an alto saxophonist. He's performed as a band leader, as a sideman. He's performed outside of the world of jazz on big pop stages across the world. He's played major festivals. And this show that he's bringing is one of the more unique ones. We've only done one other show of this kind of format. It's going to be a live painter with a live band. The last show we did of this kind was with the great muralist Ben Keller. If you've been to Willimantic, you know the parking garage. That's Ben's work of the 3 prominent female figures, including ECSU's own President Emerita. That would be the former president. Of course, the name is eluding me now, but wow, I rarely have brain farts like this, Anthony. What's going on with me? I think it's the head cold, but so Ben Keller, a fantastic artist in the area, he did a show with Evan Wood, who is a drummer who recently made the move to New York City. Elsa Nunez is the name I was looking for, my gosh. But Ben Keller, a famous, I would call him famous. He's going to Ecuador to do paintings. He's going to Spain. He's going to South America. And he just got his start right here in Willimantic at a bookstore called Eliantastic Solutions. He was doing some guerrilla graffiti in the area, but people quickly caught on that this kid was super talented. Anyway, he did a show with Evan's band, and the band played. Evan painted. It was just one of the most unique experiences because you got to watch the creative processes, not only of the musicians, but of the artist himself, Mr. Ben Keller. So Nick Biello and Amanda Roy. Amanda Roy is a great visual artist, and she's also the CEO of the Greater Hartford Arts Alliance. So super excited to meet her and see her do her craft live in front of the audience. That's March 14th. March 21st, we are doing a joint presentation with a wonderful organization here in town that supports not only sustainable farming, local gardening. The garden in Lauder Park is maintained by this organization, and they do so much to empower youth. They have youth entrepreneurship programs, and they're looking to grow people as well as sustainable food sources and food production. And they are, of course, Grow Windham at growwindham.org. And we're going to be doing Funk for Funds. So just a clever little name. I don't know if there will be actual funk there, although the bands certainly are funky. The Soul Gyres will be there. Always a pleasure to work with the Soul Gyres. They're making a great name for themselves. They're on the festival circuit in a big way this year. Year over year, they keep getting better and better, and they get more and more prominent bookings. So I'm super excited to bring them to the River Room on the 21st of March for Funk for Funds. And then another band that will be joining the evening will be the Browns Road Band, a local band here from our region. They're going to be also bringing the funk, so to speak. Funk for Funds on the 21st of March, raising money for Grow Windham. Tickets at riverroomwillie.com for that as well. We just announced Linda Ransom Quartet will be coming to the River Room on Friday, March 27th. Linda Ransom is an immensely talented singer in multiple genres. She's kind of known as a jazz musician, but I would say she's equally effective as an R&B vocalist, as a soul vocalist. She can go from Sarah Vaughan to Whitney Houston, from Ella Fitzgerald to you name it. This woman can sing the blues. She can sing soul, jazz. She's been around for a long time. She is from Connecticut, New London area, but she made her way down and performed and lived in Atlanta, Georgia for many a year, and she's back with us in Connecticut, and we're so lucky. I've seen her in years past. She's been the headliner for the Hartford Jazz Society fundraiser every year, annual gala fundraiser. And the last time I was there, it was at the Artist Collective. I was just blown away by Miss Ransom's, her poise on stage, her stage presence, the way she leads a band, the way she interacts with her musicians. We're just so lucky to have her come into the River Room on Friday, March 27th. That's Linda Ransom Quartet. What else do we have coming? April 4th, it's the day after my birthday. And what better way to usher in a new year than a dance social with my band, the Kingpins. That'll be April 4th. We're going to throttle tickets because we need to open up a little more dance floor space, but that'll be on Saturday, April 4th. Tickets going on sale for that very soon. And then on April 11th, super excited to welcome back from the West Coast Natalie Cressman and Ian Facchini. They came through mutual contacts of our good friends Pat and Garnet over at Trigo Wood-Fired Pizza. A gentleman by the name of Corey hooked us up, and they were so great last year, sold out the room, brought their talented duo. They're a married couple, but they're also a musical working couple. Natalie plays trombone and sings. Ian plays acoustic nylon string classical guitar and sings. And they're on the Ground Up Music record. And if you know anything about Michael League and Ground Up Music and Snarky Puppy, then you maybe saw this band open up for Snarky Puppy at the Jorgensen Center for the Performing Arts. I think it was 2 years ago they came through. And I had no idea that 2 years later I'd be presenting Natalie and Ian at the River Room. So it's just so great. Natalie has played with the likes of Aaron Neville. She's played with Trey Anastasio and the Fish Band. She's played with Carlos Santana and many, many others. She's immensely talented, and her husband, Ian Facchini, is born in Brazil, and they met at a Brazilian music camp out in the redwood forests of California, studied with the great Ginga, a very prominent and influential guitarist from Brazil. They actually did an album called Ginga, which they had Ginga guest star on. So they're going to be bringing their Brazilian jazz to the River Room on April 11th. That show was just announced for sale. So check out those and many others at riverroomwillie.com. And, of course, check out the Willie Winter Blues Fest 2026. The main event tickets are still on sale, even though Saturday at the River Room is sold out. But we just gave a pair of tickets away to our good friend Greg M. Congratulations to you, Greg. I think the reaction over the phone kind of sums up the feeling of you're going to the Winter Blues Fest, because Anthony in here who fielded the call had to hold the phone away from his ear because Greg was so excited, but we love to hear it. So congratulations to you, Greg. I want to give a shout out to Jim for calling in, Jim P. We're going to send you a consolation prize to do with the main event as well. We had Eric call in. Congratulations, Eric. We're going to send you a consolation. And then Kerry De Jesus, congratulations to you as well. So We got 4 callers. I'm touched. I'm touched that there's so many listeners out there listening to WILI 95.3 FM or 1400 AM. Good company here. So shout out to all the listeners. I don't give you enough commendation, but you guys are awesome out there, and we're just so thrilled that you're out there listening to our hometown station, such an important station to have, local radio. There's so many great shows. We got just to riddle off a few, Mondays Unfiltered with Mike DeZonia, On the Air with Bill Sayers, Ravings and Cravings, one of my favorite shows, of course, because Ruth Hartunian Allenbaugh did her final year as the cake contest coordinator with the Romantic Willimantic Chocolate Fest. We got Connecticut East this week. Tuesday, State of the Art, of course, you're listening to. Business Connections is coming up. Hometown Threads with Keith C. Be sure to tune into that. I think he's got a great episode with David Bellis tonight, right, of Crane's Wings Martial Arts. And David just started up a new studio. In fact, I think Crane's Wings Martial Arts is around the same age, less than a year old, as the River Room. So tune into that because a really great episode. And we're actually going to have Mr. Bellis on the show next week when the dust has settled from the winter blues. Oh, boy, you're starting to hear my cold over the air. God, I hope it's better on Friday, you guys. I really want to not be hindered for the big party at the Elks Club. But and after Hometown Threads, we got the neighborhood. But you can go on the website. What is the website for WILI, Matt?
WILI.com.
How easy is that? WILI.com. And you can check out the full schedule of your community radio programming here and learn a little bit about all of the different facets and corners, little pockets, little tidbits of information that you definitely want to hear. Every time I tune in, I hear something great, like some actionable item, like either a restaurant opening or something happening, an event, things going on in and around town. I can say right now, if you tune in to On the Air with Bill Sayers next Monday, that would be the 9th of March at 4 p.m., there's some very exciting news coming about the America 250 celebration happening here in Windham on July 4th, 2026. So make sure you check out the other programming here. And if you're listening to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry exclusively, I really appreciate you, but I want to give a shout out to all my other co-hosts here and their wonderful programming on WILI. So, to recap, folks, it is less than 4 days, about 3 days away from the Woolly Winter Blues. It is 3 days away. What am I talking about? From Woolly Winter Blues Fest on Friday, March 6th. Doors at 6, show at 7 at the Willimantic Elks Lodge, 1311 198 Pleasant Street. Tickets for sale now in person at the Willimantic Food Co-op or online at riverroomwilly.com. Otis and the Hurricanes opening up the night. Brant Taylor Band closing down the night. I wanted to play a little bit more of Brant Taylor. This is a rendition of a B.B. King song. Little B.B. King, Never Make Your Move Too Soon. This was from a live performance, and Brant Taylor will be with his band closing down the Winter Blues as the second band this Friday, March 6th at the Elks. Get your tickets now, folks. Here's the Brant Taylor Band with a little B.B. King.
Think
right, that was just a little taste of the Brant Taylor Band performing B.B. King, Never Make Your Move Too Soon, live, and that may be on the roster for this coming Friday at the Willimantic Elks Club for the 2026 Winter Blues Fest fundraiser, benefiting the Third Thursday Street Festival season 2026. So we're about 2/3 of the way sold, folks. I have a feeling that there will be very few, if any, tickets at the door. So get yours now. Secure them now. 72 hours away from the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest. Tickets at riverroomwillie.com or in person at the Willimantic Food Co-op if you prefer a physical ticket in your hand. It's going to be a party. It's only $30 to attend, and all the proceeds go to the Third Thursday Street Festival to continue to bring free entertainment and music to the whole season to the people. 5 blocks of Main Street, 10,000 people per fest, and we want you to be entertained, not only entertained during the fest, but leading up to the fest and supporting the fest. So get your tickets now, folks, and we'll see you this Friday, March 6th, at the Willimantic Elks Club for the 2026 Willimantic Winter Blues Fest. This is Chris Beaudry, State of the Art. We'll see you on the other side of the Winter Blues Fest next Tuesday. See you on WILI 95.3 FM. Good company. Take care, everybody.